TV, you click participants because you're now a participant, and then there will be a space for your 6-digit ID code and your password. When you put that in, the first screen that's going to pop up are some of our guidelines. And so you're going to read the guidelines and read what we adhere to, and you're going to click I accept. All right? So you accept the guidelines, you move into your back room. You're going to see a lot of things at the top of your back room. You're going to see home, you're going to see add an invitee, you're going to see log out, gifting statements, make a data port payment, all those kind of things. And so you're just going to be able to browse through those. You're not going to mess anything up. Look around through your back room, get familiar with your back room. And so now that you're logged in, you want to go out and you want to find your 2, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to click Add an Invitee. Now we provide information sheets so that you don't actually have to be at the computer when you invite a person into the activity. What you want to do is you want to get their first and last name, you want to get their email address, you want to get their board name, remember like Eagle or Papa Doc or some of the, you want to get their board name, their board alias, you want to get their telephone number. Now tell them, you need a good telephone number. All right? Don't give one that's going to be out next week. That's critical. All right. So you want first and last name, an email address, a board name, and a telephone number. Okay. Now, once you have that information, you can go log that in at a later time, because when you log in an invitee, the computer will place them on the board and then will email them all the information. It'll email them their ID number, their password. It will email them the senior, who they have to gift with the phone number, everything, so they can contact the senior. So you can actually go out and people that want to be involved in the activity just get their information, then go home and log it in. Or, if you're not sure about how to log it in, please don't do it. All right? Let someone that's familiar with it do the login. That way you don't have to try to get things changed and shuffled, and you'll save yourself a lot of time. Now, the next thing that you want to do, because you have 6 days from the time that you get into the activity, you have 6 days to pay your data port payment. That's $16. Now, you can either pay $16 a month or 3 months for $45. Trust me, you want to do the $45 because you don't want to have to be worried about when the expiration date is. So what you'll do is in your back room, you'll go over and you'll click Make a Data Port Payment. It's going to bring up a screen that you're going to be able to choose whether you want to do 16 or 45. When you choose 16 or 45, you click Apply the Charges. That's going to put it up in the top screen, and then you click Pay for the Charges, and then that'll show you several different options. You can either pay by PayPal, e-check, call-in check, mail-in, things of that nature. But you want to stay on top of your data port payment, because the last thing that you want to do is be a senior with gifts coming and you haven't paid your data port payment. Why? Because the activity is going to get your gift. All right? So make sure that you stay on top of your data port payment. Now, we've provided a system that we call the 12 and 2 system. All right? We need 2 personal invitees. Well, we've developed these DVDs so that you don't even have to know what you're doing. All right? That way you can go and just pass out 12 DVDs. What we encourage people to do is make a list of their 12. Immediately, when you get into this activity, write down the top 12 people that you know around you, not your cousin in Minneapolis. All right, and the people all over the country. 12 people right around you that you work with, that you go to school with, that you carpool with, things like that, that right around you, that you can get a DVD in their hand within the first 24 hours. So that means if you come into this activity tonight, by this time tomorrow night, you should have 12 DVDs in people's hands. Now, what's that going to do for you? Well, those are your spies. And so those 12 people are going to look at that information, and you're looking for the 2 that come back. All right? And so when those 2 come back, guess what we're going to have them do? Hey, fill out your 12. Got it? Fill out your 12 and go pass these out to them, and you get your 2. Now, did you know that if everybody would do that, if everyone would give out the DVDs within 24 hours, get their 2 back within 48? All right? I mean, I had 12 within 48. Because I passed them out to 12 people. All my spies came back happy. Now, I've had some that came back to, well, fine, I wasn't looking for you. Maybe when I come back around, it's like being on 610. You pass out the DVD and keep rolling. You come back, they're not interested yet. Just keep rolling around 610. Come back to them again about 90 days. Maybe the situation's changed. Don't ever just cut someone off. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my people doing the same duplicatable system. Same duplicatable system, and that's the key. All right. That's the big mystery, the big secret to being successful, is having a duplicatable system that anybody can do. Now, how many of you can pass out a DVD? Anybody can. I'm not asking anybody to get up and have to do the presentation. I can't wait till you do. Because I'd rather sit in the back like all these other guys get to. I work hard. And they just sit back there and just smile. But I want some of y'all to get up here and do this. All right, this ain't the Dr. Riley show. All right? I don't want to be up here. I want to sit in the back. But I'm doing my job right now, my assignment that I've been given. And so you don't have to know how to do this. All you have to do is say, here, look, I got something. I want you to look at it. No pressure. All right? And that way you have that duplicatable system. Now, your people, they don't even have to bug you for DVDs. They can go to what we call the Canaan Group site. It's write this down, www.canaanactivity. Canaan is C-A-N-A-A-N activity.com. So www.canaanactivity.com. If you're watching this DVD, you're a part of the Canaan Group. It's grown to where you are. All right, we're all in the Canaan Group. So you have access to this website. Now, what comes up is a security screen that's going to ask for a username and a password. The username and password used to be Joshua and Caleb, but then people would get home because they thought that their mind was sharper than the pencil, and got home and thought it was Jacob and, all kind of JoJo. And so it used to be Joshua and Caleb. If you're used to that, have it saved. It will still be that. But now it's grapes and grapes. That way it's easy. You just got to remember one word. Put it in place. Grapes and more grapes. Okay? And now when you log into that site, your people can then purchase DVDs online. Invite cards online. All right? We ship them right out to them. We've made the DVDs extremely inexpensive. For full color printing on the disc, packaged, sent, everything, you get a DVD for $3. All right? Or a package of 12 for $30. Get your 12 spies. So actually you get your 2 good ones for free. Got it? And so you send them there. But then, the most important thing is there is a training section. All right? When you first get to the website, there'll be a video screen that pops up, and I'll talk to you and welcome you. And then you click the launch button below, and that takes you to the next page, which has all of these things listed. Like how to add an invitee, how to log in, how to do this, how to do that, how to do this. So your new person, now, see, once you've gotten going, you can send something to your cousin in Minneapolis. And then send them to canaanactivity.com, and they can go in and they can click and learn how to do everything without calling you. Well, how do I add an invitee? Click add an invitee.